Hey, this is Kina Knisley with Real Talk About Real Estate. And today I am lucky enough to be with Raquel Lavender, and she services South Atlanta. She's going to explain to us what that area is because Atlanta is so big. So, thank
Yes.
you so much for being with us, Raquel. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here and spend a little time with you and share a little bit about what we are doing here and getting to know each other.
Yes, I love it. I love these because I feel like I'm making friends every day. Oh. So, okay, we say you're in South Atlanta. What does that mean for those of us that I've only been to Atlanta once to see the panda bears before China stole them back? So, and because I'm kind of like they were born here, they should stay here, but that's okay. That's a whole political subject now, right? We're not going to talk about that. But the pandas were adorable. But that was the only time I have been to Atlanta was to go to see the pandas and go to your amazing aquarium.
Yes.
So when you say South Atlanta, what does that mean?
So a lot of people that I've talked to that do not live in Georgia in general, they have at some point, if they have traveled, done any travel, they have probably stopped by Atlanta Airport. They probably had a connection flight or something. So because we are called the World Hub, so more than likely you are at the airport. And I'm saying that because for me, South Atlanta is anything south of the airport. So there are some counties that are just below the airport being part of one of them, or at least a portion of the airport is being part of them because the airport is in two different counties.
Oh, wow.
But we have Fayette County, we have Clayton County, which the southern part of the airport is inside of Clayton County. Then we have Henry County, which is where my office is and where I live. We have Rockdale County, we have Spalding County. All of those are like in this little shape around where the airport is. Airport is here and all these counties are right below that.
Okay.
Above the airport, you are getting into the city of Atlanta. So we are not city proper, we are the suburbs of Metro Atlanta.
Okay.
And still that's what there's a joke around, and I hear people saying, well, it takes me an hour to go from Atlanta to Atlanta. Is because if we call everything around the city limits, we call it Atlanta, but it's all different cities, smaller cities around Metro, and it's considered part of the metropolitan area. So
yeah. So I
hope that helps.
It does.
I would tell you a whole lot of different cities, but then it will be too confusing.
So we have a rental in Macon, and everybody tells me, "Oh, you're just outside of Atlanta," but I've never been there.
Macon is not in Metro Atlanta. It's too far away to be considered Metro Atlanta, but it is about an hour from me, south of Henry County, where I am. So Macon would not be considered part of Metro Atlanta anymore. Okay. Macon is considered what we call middle Georgia. So it's right in the middle of this state.
We got a great deal on a rental. So like I said, I've never been there, but
Macon has really good prices.
Yeah.
Macon, Warner Robins is right there, but Macon, they have good prices, and they're decent sized cities. They're not little bitty rural towns. They are, small cities.
Yeah. So, okay, so somebody wants to purchase in Southern Atlanta. What kind of price point are we looking at? What are the prices there for home?
Depending on the county. So if we are talking about Henry County, where my office is and where I live, our median price point, don't laugh at this because your median price point is 3 times that. Our median price point is around $350, let's say. around 350 to be on the safe side. In Clayton County, median price point is in the high 200s. It's probably around
goodness.
260 to 70, somewhere around there. Fayette County is more in the high 3s and probably close to 4. It kind of changes from month to month, but high 3s and right at 4.
What do you get for that price point? Are you getting just like a little 900 square foot, or what are we getting?
No, you get in at that. If you, let's say for instance, here in Henry County, a house for $350,000, it can get you a 2,000 square foot home. It can get you, yeah. Oh yes. I have a listing
1.5 to up. I don't know if I can get you 2,000 square feet.
I have a listing right now that is in Henry County, the northern part of Henry County. It was completely renovated, a ranch style home, around 1,500 square feet, I think, if I can remember correctly, and it's listed at $250,000.
Wow. What about investors who want to invest in that area? Is it?
We have quite a bit. Yeah, we have quite a bit. Some that are doing, fix and flip it.
Yes.
Fix and flips.
I have a lot of
them. Yes. And then some they are acquiring rental properties.
Yeah.
So
that's the best bet right now, especially in this market. I don't know. How is your market right now? Have you guys slowed down, or how is it going?
Our months of inventory have grown. Is right now at 4.6 the last time I checked a couple of weeks ago. So it's moving closer to a balanced market, as RPR shows in the report. Some parts of Atlanta we're seeing as much as 7 and 8 months of inventory.
Wow.
And then some other parts of Atlanta are at 2.5 months of inventory. So it's just all over the place. Yes. It depends on where you are.
Yeah.
But right here in the south, on the south side, we are right at the 4 month.
Is that a lot for your area, or?
I mean, it's still at 4 months is still considered a seller's market, and it is a lot considering what it was 4 or 5 years ago when we had a house on the market for 12 hours and it would sell.
Oh, I know.
So it's, if we're gonna look at those, of course it's a lot, but in average it had always been 5-6 months of inventory and sometimes more.
So yeah, we're sitting at 7 months with condos right now. But then that does mean our buyers are getting great deals, tons of seller credits to buy down closing costs, to buy down your interest rate. And sellers are bending over backwards because they want to close.
To get rid of their condos.
Sell. So we're also running into those who overpaid during the crazy market. Now it's tough to get that price. So we're having, to convert a lot of stuff to rentals. But yeah.
And what is your typical property? Is it more condos or?
Well, condos are tough right now. It's 7 months of inventory, not as much inventory for housing, probably 3 months of for single family homes. Our average single family home price is 115, and that'll get you a little under 1,500 square feet, 3.2.
Wow.
But yeah, if you need something bigger, you got to up that price point, unfortunately.
Or come to Atlanta.
Oh, yes.
You just won't have that beautiful waters and white sandy beach.
So condos in Coalina, you can get a townhome in Coalina for about $1 million. If you want a single family, you're looking at about 2.2. And then
my goodness,
across the board there, anywhere from $1,400 to $2,200 a month. So live by that cute little lagoon. There's 4 of them actually, but to live in that neighborhood, yeah, it's a little daunting, but totally worth it because it is beautiful, and real estate's about time, right? Just buy it and it increases over time.
Yes.
So who is moving to South Atlanta? What is bringing buyers there?
We have quite actually have a couple, a family under contract right now that are moving from Utah.
Oh, now what's
And that was another that was a BNI referral from one of the agents in Utah. And it is, they, for what they told me, is not, his job is remote,
oh,
but the reason why they moved here is because the affordability and being in a city that is easy for travel, because of course we have, and if you're in South Atlanta, it's more accessible to the airport. If you're in North Atlanta, you're probably looking 45 minutes to an hour drive to get to the airport. But if you're in South Atlanta, you can be there in 20 to 30 minutes, depending on where in South Atlanta you're located. So it's for travel, if it's someone that travels, whether it's for leisure or work, there's a convenience of being on the south side of Atlanta. The other thing too is, of course, with the interstates, we have I-75 that goes right through our counties, and that takes you to Florida.
Oh,
so
you can have Disney World in a day.
Exactly. You can be in Orlando in 7 hours max. So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
You don't have to fly. You can actually drive. So that is, we get quite a bit of relocations from New York, from like the Northeast, especially New York, New Jersey.
You kind of have a little more mild weather than they right?
Yeah, because it gets cold, but we don't have a whole lot of snow. We hardly have any snow, really. So it's cold but dry, or it may just be some rain, but not, you don't have to shovel snow to go to work in the mornings, as it is in the some parts of the Northeast.
Snow? I see, this is how much I know about the continent.
Look, when we get snow, it's about an inch, and it has melted by 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, so that is good for people that are coming like from upstate New York.
Well, the city still shuts down though. If there's an inch of snow fall, the whole city shuts down because it's dangerous.
Yeah, we've shut down for rain before.
Oh yeah?
It's Hawaii, it rains a lot. We all kind of freak out. So yes. But are there any like up and coming neighborhoods that might be good for people to buy in, knowing that they're going to appreciate a little quicker? Or
there is a little town close to the airport, actually, that is still kind of in between. It's called Hapeville, H-A-P as in Paul, Hapeville. And it is coming up. It is, they're trying to build, or not trying, they're actually building condominiums and townhomes, and the older homes, there's a lot of older homes that are being renovated, and is close enough to the city of Atlanta that is getting those vibes of being in the city. And the prices are starting to, the entire little town is getting revitalized, and I see it being a replica of what happened in the city of Atlanta, where a lot of the older homes got renovated, and some people bought those homes for $30,000-$40,000, and then now they're selling it for $600,000 and $700,000. So Hapeville is not quite there yet, but I think it's going to get there.
I mean,
that's
the power
my opinion.
Of real estate, right? You buy it and you wait. So
exactly. And they are for like airport employees, or again, people that travel a lot. It's convenient because they can be at the airport in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's perfect. So what do people like to do in Atlanta? I already mentioned your great zoo and that phenomenal aquarium. You have
aquarium.
Like what is that? Like a whale shark? You have something that's a big deal.
It's the whale. Yeah, the whale shark.
Yeah,
is majestic. It's huge. Yes. Yeah. And the aquarium, you have that tunnel that is made of all glass. So when you walk through it, you are surrounded by water and the fish just swimming, including the whale shark.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Hawaii.
So,
I was impressed with your aquarium. So
yes.
what else is there to do?
Well, we have obviously, Atlanta's the home of Coca-Cola.
Yes.
So you have the Coca-Cola Museum, and that's right next to the aquarium. So when people go downtown to that part of downtown Atlanta, you have the Centennial Park from the 1996 Olympics. You have right in front of the park or around the park, you have the Coca-Cola Museum, the aquarium. You have the Human Rights Museum also. A big Ferris wheel, like a big Ferris wheel. And that's just right there around the park. Centennial Park is like a whole block.
Phenomenal. Yeah. Public notice here. If you go to the Human Rights Museum, just be prepared to go to the Coca-Cola Museum and cheer yourself up. It's pretty, it honestly is. It's probably the roughest I've ever walked through.
Yes.
Very well done. But yeah, go there, then go to Coca-Cola and bring a little bit of happiness back into your day.
Yes.
It's pretty tough. Very well done.
Yes, and we have, I mean, like right at one thing that a lot of the small cities are doing is also revitalizing their downtown area. So depending on where you are, where you're staying, or where you decide to live, your own little city's downtown is probably going to have a lot of activities. And I think some are doing better job than others, but I think everybody is kind of getting with that program of let's keep our residents in the city, in our own city. So with free concerts during the summer, or movies in the park, and that kind of, to create that sense of community, I would say.
Yeah, that's good too, because then it kind of keeps the money in the city, right?
In the city.
And that's a great thing.
So we have when you came, well, you didn't mention that you went to Stone Mountain Park.
No.
You go to see Stone Mountain. That's for
the pandas. Our grandson was 4 at the time, so we took him to see the pandas, and we stayed downtown. And it was the tail end of COVID, so downtown was still pretty quiet. Not a lot going on.
Right.
It was open, and the aquarium, and a good biscuit restaurant right by the aquarium. I don't remember what it was called, but waiting in line to get a biscuit.
Wow.
And I don't normally wait in line for food. I'm not that into food, but
that time you did?
I did, because there were so many people. It was delicious. so for people that want to move to South Atlanta, what should they know?
Be ready for traffic. We are known for having pretty bad traffic, and the main reason, I think, there's a lot of local traffic, of course, just the regular commute for people that live in South Atlanta and work downtown Atlanta and commute back and forth. But there's also a lot of traffic from just passerbys, as I call them, and it's the people coming from up north going down to Florida. And that is the pathway that they're going to go through for either I-75 or I-85. They both go like this, going from downtown. They merge together and then they split. And whether you're going to the part of the Florida Panhandle, you're going to get on I-85. If you're going in the part of like Miami and Orlando and all those places, then you're going to take I-75. And that is also something that you have to take into account, that there is going to be traffic and there's nothing you can do about it. So
an audiobook, and that's fine. Lots of audiobooks, lots of podcasts, because we've got traffic. Well, thank you so much for sharing so much about South Atlanta. It was so great to get to know you. This has been Kina Knisley with Real Talk About Real Estate. Thank you so much for joining us, Raquel.
My pleasure. Thank you.